Yo, what's going guys? It's the Teleportingzone here back with another video. Today we are gonna be on we're gonna be looking at a UAPB team builder and our week 3 battle. But before we get into that, I actually made a couple drops. So I was actually looking at my team because obviously I was 0-2 with like -9 differential, which is horrible. And I was trying to find a way, I could improve it. So the first thing I noticed is I don't really like Guja. Even though Guja fits in the bulky offense absolutely amazingly, it's just not my type of mon. And I needed to get rid of it, but I was having trouble finding a good dragon type, and then I found Kyurem. Obviously they're in different tiers. So I started looking through tier 2, and I actually saw that Hippowdon was available, and I thought, I could always make my team a little bit bulkier with something like Hippowdon. And after I did that, I was like, is Sand available? Right? 'Cause if I'm going to be dropping something in tier 3, right, I might need a rapid spinner, and Excadrill obviously does that. So is Sand available? And Excadrill is actually available. So I decided to make a drop. So obviously my only tier 1 was Weavile, and I didn't really need Weavile that much, and I was going after Kyurem, which gets the ice type anyways. So I was pretty happy there. And then in tier 2 I obviously dropped Guja for her Hippowdon. Not really much to say there. Hippowdon's a great mon. Very bulky. And I was actually somewhat surprised it was in tier 2. As far as I'm aware, it should be sitting in tier 1 most leagues. But and then we dropped Fortress for Kyurem. The reason I dropped Fortress over, something like Shaman, or, tried to make something work like that, is I felt like Fortress, well, one, we're getting a second steel type already, and it has Rapid Spin Stealth Rock, and that's really all I needed out of Fortress is hazards, right? And to try and take some of the pressure off Feeny, and with Excadrill I already do that, so there's no point of having Fortress when I feel like I wouldn't be using it, as well as I didn't use it to any super well results. It got crit to death the last battle, spoiler alert. I'm supposed to say that before, whatever. So I felt like that was just, the best possible option for me. So let's actually get into the team builder. Let's pull this up. So if we actually go up, we're playing the New York Gliscors. And the team is Manphy, Ferrothorn, Zygarde, Crobat, Rotom Heat, Hitmontop, Substrika, Mega Gardevoir, Silvally, Registeel, Alolan, Ninetales. So I was looking at this team and I thought, okay, well, Aurora Veil's obviously a threat. But other than that, he actually has pretty low speed tiers. Crobat obviously does hit 130, but most of his mons actually don't go above, you know, 100. Man, if he hits 100, Mega Gardevoir hits 100, and those are like the two biggest threats on his team. Obviously, even with Subsector, Zygarde, Crobat going, and Alolan Ninetales going above, I thought, Sand actually puts in a lot of work because I don't think anything on his team really outspeeds me if I run max speed. So, yeah, I was looking at that, as well as the fact that Ground Sword destroys normally, you want your grass type obviously resisting it, and he has Ferrothorn, which doesn't. Obviously, Crobat and Rotom Heat are his only immunities to ground, and I feel like, with something like Excadrill, Rock Slide just covers that. Or Stone. I don't even know which one I ran. So let's get into my team builder. So first off, I did run Rock Slide. Does it even get Stone Edge? Now I feel bad. It does not. Okay, that makes sense. So first off, I actually got Hippowdon. So this Hippowdon's just pretty much just bulky, max XP, max defense, 4 attack. This is mainly one just to be a bulky answer to something like Zygarde, which is actually what it's supposed to be doing. Zygarde and Crobat is really what I want this thing to be able to counter. So honestly, Ice Fang can do. I think that's like 40% to Crobat, but Ice Fang does a shitload of damage to Zygarde, and if it ever gets up to +1, I might need a check to it. And this could be the answer. Obviously, it should be able to take hits with relative ease, as it does have 252 defense and 252 HP, and I can always recover up as slack off. Typically, in that fourth slot, you see Whirlwind or Toxic, but I thought Ice Fang covered what I needed to do. Starting at Excadrill, this is pretty standard Excadrill, Earthquake, Iron Head, Rock Slide, Brick Break. So I brought Brick Break for a couple reasons. The first reason, it allows me to hit Ferrothorn for super effective damage. And the second reason is actually allows me to break through the Aurora Veil of Alolan Ninetales if I need it too. That's always been pretty interesting. I'm running Life Orb just to get extra damage off. Sand Rush obviously to get faster. I'm running Max Speed, obviously, not with no nature boosting though, to try and get as I think it outspeeds everything on his team, and that's really all I need it to. There's no point of making it go any higher than that. Here we got Scarf Kyurem. So I thought Kyurem was a pretty good pawn for this because of the fact that obviously he's pretty weak to ground and Flash Kite, and then like Bolt or the Beam, Dragon Pulse, Flash Cannon covered the majority of his team in terms of what it needed to do. Like it hits so many of his mons super effectively. I just thought it was amazing. I made it outspeed them with Scarf. I thought it was also pretty good. So then we got Bayman. So obviously he has Manaphy, and I needed something to, maybe be a check at Tailglow. I'm pretty sure this should be living. Damage calc. Let's actually check this. I'm sad if it doesn't live, because I brought this as my answer to it. Oh, let's put on new Elite Seed. Oh, wait, that doesn't have 252 HP. Is there a Shaman that has 252 HP in here? Live for life? No. Shaman specs? Nope. Okay, Manaphy, Tailglow 3 attacks. Do we actually not eat? I thought we did. Maybe I wasn't right. No, I actually don't think we do. Assault Vest. Oh yeah, we do. Okay, I had this right. +3. Yeah, we live a nice game. And we just do a shitload of damage back to it. So it's Seed Flare. So I thought that was pretty good. A pretty way of checking it. Then we have Mega Lopunny. This is obviously a different way of checking it. Because it outspeeds it, So I'm running Fire Punch obviously for Ferrothorn. I expect him to be running Protect on it and the Registeel potentially. So I thought Fire Punch would allow me to maybe get some potential damage off while scouting for Protect, and then if he does click Protect, then I go for High Jump Kick the next turn and pick up a kill. Obviously doesn't really have the best answers to this, but no one really has a good answer to Mega Lopunny. And finally we got Chuck the Swallow. Boom Burst just runs through teams, and it's obviously fast enough. I tried to keep my team extremely fast this week, as I felt like it was something I could abuse on his team. So I think I did that pretty well with how I built. Boom Burst obviously being the main move, as well as Heat Wave for something like Ferrothorn and Registeel. So let's actually get into the battle. So let me just turn off music. So we lead Chuck. I was thinking about how I want to lead here, and I thought he's most likely to predict like Hippowdon lead or something like that. So I thought Chuck would be able to get in on that Manaphy and just fire off a Boom Burst and do a load of damage. So we stayed in there, fired off a Surf to get a lot of damage off, and then went hard Registeel. So honestly, after doing that damage, I figured out, as far as I'm aware, that's physical Registeel, if I remember this correctly. Whatever, and I knew he was probably gonna get rocks up, so I can switch in again. Obviously, I wasn't bringing Rapid Spin on next schedule. I just went hard Hippowdon, got up my Sand, as well as having the matchup. And I got my rocks, and I got Toxic, didn't really matter. And then I went hard Crobat, and I thought, why would you go hard Crobat here? Right? There's no point. And you can actually see that he decided to just go for the defog. I went hard Excadrill because I knew Sand was obviously up, and I could kill Crobat with a Rock Slide. But he went for defog, which actually saved the life of my Swallow, which is interesting. So I just went for Rock Slide here, picked up my kill on Crobat. It went Zydog, and I don't think he realized that Zydog actually does not eat an Earthquake. And I straight up killed it. Then he went Silvally, which actually does. So he probably could have saved Zydog there, but he didn't. It's obviously normal Silvally. So I went Mega Lopunny. I cooked, I think multi-attack did like 50% if it was max attack. So this was a fine switch in. I could just fire off like a high jump kick. But I went to a fake out turn 1 to see what he would do, and he went hard Mega Gardevoir. Obviously Mega Gardevoir does get a Spadef boost, actually. When it Mega Evolves, but it does not get a defensive boost. So I can use that fake out damage and pretty easily calculate that return's gonna kill it and pick it off there. At this point he actually forfeited. So if you actually go, there's actually a discrepancy in this match. And I hate making rant videos, I'm absolutely done with it. But come on, like commissioners, I made this drop. I added one of you, Flame. I know it wasn't your fault necessarily, as well as the other commissioners apparently don't even check trades, but no one updated the dock, and I feel really bad for this guy because he actually didn't know I had sand or Kyurem. You can see that at the end of the match, you see just by the amount of people leaving and joining that he didn't know. Like we waited for like maybe 40 minutes, something like that, because he actually didn't know I had sand, and we were talking with commissioners and what to do on that. And it's upsetting because this is the third time something stupid has happened, at least to me. Obviously we had the trade, which they didn't explain well enough. We had week 1 battle where they didn't tell the coach which Crimson he was replacing. So we had to, do a match the second time, and I didn't feel like re-prepping. And then now, I'm facing people, and they didn't have enough prep to actually just beat what I had, and I feel really bad about that because it's not fair to him. But I don't, it's not exactly fair to me to have to redo every battle I participate in. So shout out to him to actually, playing this battle and being a man about it. Um, so yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this UAPB week number 3 battle versus the New York Gliscors. You should probably go check him out. He's a good person. His video was fun to watch. I'll see you guys later. Peace.